Nope.
No.
Nope.
Fine. We had a thing going before the show. Ron was supposed to come in singing more than words, and I was going to play it.
It would
for
have
him.
been great. It would have been great.
Yeah, Ron's like, nope, I'm not doing it. Extreme is too fucking extreme for me.
They are.
Too much. Too much.
They are. Their pussies drip way too much.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
Gary Sharon, the only one that couldn't sell a Van Halen record.
Right.
Hey, Sean, how's it going,
What's
man?
up, Sean?
You need to stick around, man. We got some exciting shit going on tonight.
I think we have to play that before that we talk about Death of Some Salesmen.
Oh, right? Oh, God. David, I remember that song more than words. Yep, that's exactly how we started the show off, and Ron was supposed to come and singing it to me.
We're all just gonna dance around. You could have just played it, and we all could have just.
I tried to, and Ron was like, "Nope, right away." So it's like, "Oh, fine, fuck you do."
I mean,
I also haven't heard that song in like 10 years, so
I haven't heard it since earlier today.
You haven't heard it since like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah,
and that.
And neither of you guys, to be fair.
That Van Halen album, though, you mentioned that. I'm not a Sammy Hagar fan either, but I'd rather listen to Sammy Hagar than that album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, talking about fucking music, we actually had some pretty fun stuff going on tonight.
Oh, Jesus.
So I guess we'll go ahead and get started with some of the fun things before we go ahead and really
we'll get rid of all the cool stuff before my vile talk sends people away.
Oh,
right, exactly. So our good pal, Mr. Nasty here, and I guess I'll go ahead and address something else too. Unfortunately, because of personal reasons, she's actually going through a few things. So we're all going to wish her the best of luck right now. But Ziggy, we all hope you get better. That's for sure. We hope everything's going all right and everything like that. Like I said before, feel free to reach out to us. We'll miss you tonight, unfortunately. So that means she can't make it. But tonight is Chuck's favorite episode, so we're going to have fun with that. But before we get into that, Mr. Nasty is part of a band.
I am.
What is the name of that band, Mr. Nasty?
That band is Bastard Sons of a Judas Goat.
And that really started to make me think.
Him.
Okay, fine. I'll take full credit for this, guys. So I was like, Chuck's working his ass off doing this. I wonder if I could put no work into a project and outdo him.
That is a horrible asshole way to put that.
No.
I'm just fucking with you.
So with that being said, I started this project, since I have to take most of the credit for it, with a good friend of mine, Mr. Uncle Ron.
That's me.
And we are called Legitimate Sons of a Jesus Pig, which is the exact opposite of what Chuck is.
Yeah, I remember earlier on the phone, we were thinking of a name because we were going to be Judas Son, or what we were going to be Bastard Sons of a Judas Pig. And then we were like, no, we got to be the complete opposite. And then you asked me, well, what's the opposite of Judas? I'm like, Jesus?
Right. Sean says, Chuck not taking jizz to the beard again live this time, is he?
Two things. One, I don't have much of a beard. Two, I never did it on the air.
That's fair. That was off the air. And but anyways,
many times.
With that being said, Legitimate Sons of a Jesus Pig has put out their first single already.
Yep.
And I mean, we're getting pretty close at getting our first whole thing done. I think we're going to release this single on vinyl if we get enough people that really want it.
Just one song on one side.
That's it. No B-side to this. I figure if we're going to do this right, we're going to be as wasteful as all fucking hell. We're going to...
Just like religious people.
I mean, I said we could do one track on one side, and you all do a track on the other side.
No. We do one side, and that's it. Nothing else.
If that is the case, you have to go with the opposite of our single.
And that would mean that. And then the reason how we came up with the title for this song was we went and looked at the most played song on Spotify by Bastard Sons of a Judas Goat, and that is what, Chuck?
Some things end in bloodshed.
Yeah, and I would like to introduce right now the newest single from Legitimate Sons of a Jesus Pig. Some things end in hugs.
was our first track. Some things
So
end in hugs.
essentially, here's the thing. With apologies to John Carpenter, because I was essentially just playing this over the whole thing.
You can tell we have some kind of influence there.
Or I was almost ready to do. Wait. But I didn't. Yeah, and then all of a sudden it gets yanked off fucking YouTube.
Yeah,
we
right.
will be getting a remix of this song coming out soon, obviously, as anybody saw there.
This was
Our
like
good
this
friend
is what
Perry
happens
is
when,
going to ruin this track for us.
This is what happens when free jazz. This is what happens when free jazz musicians get behind an electronic instrument.
I will go ahead and throw this out here, man. I liked it.
I saw
Don't
you
bullshit a
did.
bullshitter.
I did. No, it's very droning, like, and it's got a nice little.
Well, we are paying homage to Bastard Sons of a Judas Goat, to be fair.
So
you know,
so essentially, we're a Bastard Sons of a Judas Goat tribute band, minus all the talent.
I love the fact that it's called Some Things End in Hugs. I love the title. That's dude, and Perry, I think it'd be great if you all collaborate with Perry a little bit.
Oh yeah, I think Perry wants it. So actually,
I think Perry's dying to be on this. So yeah,
message me your email and I'll send it over to Ron. Ron has the full track. I only have the drum parts. I did.
No, I sent you the main track.
Oh yeah, you did. Never mind. I got it. Yeah, just message me and send me your email address, and I'll send that right over to you. Huh?
You're the one that made the video.
Yeah, I forgot.
See, we stopped playing the song, and we're starting to lose people now. On the
I know. It's okay. And just so people do know,
that's the song that they were talking about in Bill and Ted.
It is. It really is. Now, just so everybody knows, there's our YouTube channel. It was posted in there. Go ahead, check that out. Like and follow them. We are kicking ass for sure. We got a merch store. You guys want to have a fucking crucified fucking pig on his shirt? Come check it out, man. You know, they're on sale right now. $13. You get a crucified pig on your fucking shirt. You can't go fucking wrong. You know,
or also if you'd like the actual Bastard Sons of a Judas Goat shirts and merchandise.
No, we're talking about
Facebook.
Sons of a
Right yeah, but if it wasn't for me, you'd not be anything with this. No, but yeah, Bastard Sons of a Judas Goat. If you want any merch, check it out. Hit us up.
Who?
If you're a fat dude, though, they won't have your size. I've been trying forever.
3X. That's about as high as we go.
I would have bought one of your guys' shirts, but no.
Yeah, and also check us out at facebook.com.
Legitimate
Sons of a Jesus Pig. We are kicking fucking ass, that's for sure.
Should we talk about the episode of Tales from the Crypt?
Yes, actually, we're going to get into that right now because this is a fun episode, regardless.
I love this episode.
Right. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this. We are going right into season 5, guys. We are flying through this. And this originally aired October 2nd of 1993. This episode was based off the Haunt of Fear issue number 15 comic book. And it was directed by Gilbert Adler and written, the screenplay was done by A.L. Katz. And it is titled Death of Some Salesmen, which, man, quite a fucking fun episode, to be fair.
Quite a cast.
Well, yeah. So this episode has Yvonne De Carlo, Tim Curry, Ed Begley Jr.
He's in it for a hiccup.
Tim Curry, and the great Tim Curry, who I said 3 times for a fucking reason. He's playing 3 roles, and I mean kills it too. I guess
I think you said it twice.
No, he said 3 times. He said Yvonne De Carlo, Tim Curry, Ed Begley Jr., Tim Curry, and the great Tim Curry.
Sorry.
I would have said Tim Curry, Yvonne De Carlo, Tim Curry, Ed Begley Jr., and Tim Curry.
Right. And David, you're right. The intro is definitely like a spoof of the whole home shopping channel thing.
Are you fucking kidding me? People still buy shit off of QVC.
Yeah, they do.
And TikTok.
Oh God!
Although
I did almost buy something off TikTok.
I'm not surprised.
It was like a water bottle, and you can put like flavored stuff in it. And I needed to lay off of the soda. So
are you joking, dude? All right. First off, it's kind of funny that you go ahead and mention it, but my wife has been drinking those circle things.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, she's been drinking those for about like a year and a half now, and then now they're starting to become popular, and it's starting to get harder for her to get them.
Your
So it's
wife
kind
is
of
is a
bullshit.
circle hipster then.
I don't know what it is. That's all she fucking drinks, though, man. And it's
Does she eat pizza backwards so she's done with it before it gets cool?
No, to be fair, my wife's older than you.
Yeah, I know. But
she's definitely far from a hipster. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into this episode because I'm doing the fucking walkthrough today. And
Chuck's just happy we're not talking about cum on his face again.
Shut up. No, we're talking about this awesome episode. Don't talk about cum on my face. You're a bunch of fucking psychos, man.
Yeah, that's how the episode, the original cut of the episode ends with you laying where Ed Begley Jr. is with a big old wad on your chest.
God. Actually, I guess I'm funny once we get to our full thoughts about this episode. But anyways, this episode's pretty easy. We start off with Judd Campbell, and he's obviously having sex with I think her name is Stella.
It doesn't matter. She's hot and she's a piece of man.
Yeah. And then, they wake up the next morning and, she's like, well, what about this, and
you told me you love me.
Yeah, he pretty much is like, he's a salesman. He just pretty much, just flat out used her and just admitted to it and everything. And he's pretty much starting off his day. But he's starting off his day by searching obituaries to people who have recently passed away so that he can scam the widows. Which, may I add, not saying that I'm big into scamming, but if I was, I feel like he was onto something by going for the widows. I feel like he probably did pretty good. That probably sounded really bad, but it's okay. It is.
This is live.
Yeah, I know. So, anyways, he starts off and goes over to his first customer. Who did you guys notice who that was?
Billy Monster.
Mm-hmm. You're right, Yvonne De Carlo.
Are you talking about me, Perry? Because I don't know you, so I find that very insulting.
What do you say?
Oh, the uncle there don't get laid much.
I don't know you, so I find that very insulting. So thank you very much. You've ruined my night.
Oh, damn it! I don't even know if that's what he was talking about.
What other uncle is there?
That's probably true.
Yeah, see, he's
that's
glad
sad.
He ruined my night. No, I'm officially shut off.
Oh man,
no. Have fun with the episode, guys. I'll sit here and look fat and ugly and unfuckable if you want, but
Perry, say you're sorry.
You guys knew I was in a shitty mood before we even started. Go on.
Wow. Well, first off, I didn't do that.
No, I didn't say you did.
No, so don't take it out on me.
I'm not.
All right. Anyways. To jump
in, probably didn't mean it like that though, man. He probably did.
But I don't know him.
I know.
No, and see, for fuck's sake, just let's go on with the
episode. Okay, all right.
I'm trying to.
Episode.
I am trying to. So, anyways, he goes and gets to the first customer. She doesn't have enough money to pay off the extra part of the life, or not technically life insurance policy, even though it kind of is in a way, but to pay off for the burial plot, which will pay her $10,000. So she ends up being a little bit short, but he's like, well, we'll figure out a way, and still ends up taking her money anyway. And then after that, you could tell that he's actually went and kind of do like a small, it's kind of like a montage where he's just like putting money and money into his little envelope there. And then he finally gets over to the bracket house, and there he ends up meeting what is their name? Ma Brackett, right? Yeah. They don't really give her a name. So Ma Brackett ends up introducing her to Pa Brackett, which may I add is really fucking weird when Ma and Pa are referring to each other as Ma and Pa. Like
Pa.
like all right, like me and Chuck would probably know this one a little bit more than Ron just because he doesn't have kids right now. But like,
and go figure.
Well, that doesn't have anything to do with anything. But like your spouse, for instance, would you go to her and be like, "Hey, Ma"? Like this is fucking creepy. Like, especially
that's the old school way though, man.
That's
like the old. That's the old like It's in the like old
I'm
way
actually going to be
things.
really curious on the comic book interpretation of that part of it. We'll get there in a few minutes, though. But anyways, after going there and everything, Paul pretty much is very much so against salesmen. And, they end up leaving him alone in the kitchen where he ends up finding a head in the microwave. And wow, this is probably one of the cooler parts about this episode, but ends up opening the closet and you see a vacuum hose going through somebody's chin.
Yeah.
Which is pretty fucking insane for an episode like this, to be honest. And after that, he ends up trying to leave, and Paul Brackett comes over and beats him with the bat. And then after he goes and wakes up, Paul Brackett's already talking about Winona. And if Winona would find him attractive, and, she's pretty much trying to set up her daughter for, to be able to have a relationship. Obviously, they don't get a lot of company, don't get to meet a lot of people. So this is pretty much like her way of trying to hook her up. And that's taken in a very literal sense at that. So after Paul Brackett goes and tries to wake him up, even though he's already eavesdropped and kind of heard everything that's going on, they go and introduce him to Winona. And from here, it gets pretty fucking weird. He starts talking about being in love with her, and she ends up taking him to her bedroom and wants to see it and physically see how much
that is a horrible, that is a scene that, like, I don't know, it just disturbs me so much.
That was a very awkward scene. Like, you get to see Ed Begley sit there and make a weird face and pretend like he's like giving himself a boner, basically.
He's like, yeah, he's trying his best because there's no
right. And then Winona gets on top of him and he finishes in like 4 seconds. And may I add, he finishes inside of Tim Curry within like 4 seconds, which is a very odd sentence to say out loud. But after that, he's kind of like amazed with, well, I don't know. I think he's kind of like throwing up. Like that's one of those parts where you're not 100% sure if he's actually amazed by what was going on, or if he was just playing along with it.
I think he was just playing along with it. I never questioned that one bit. That's him playing along with it. He's trying to get out that whole fucking time.
Right.
He's not really that intrigued. He's supposed to fucking leave.
You never know. You never know. Tim Curry makes a pretty good looking girl.
Tim Curry does a great job in this episode.
Oh yeah. Anyways, Winona ends up being able to talk her into marrying her, and talk about having a dowry, and she says it's at least $50,000 buried in the basement. So as soon as she pretty much says that, we start getting ready for the wedding, and Paul Brackett ends up being a priest. So he ends up trying to marry them. She wants to get the handcuffs off. Doesn't work. So she attacks Paul Brackett, kills him. And then Ma Brackett goes to help. She also kills her. And then they go downstairs to get the dowry. And he grabs the gun and goes down there. Ends up shooting Winona and then starts digging. And as he's digging, he finally hits something. Opens it up. And there it is. His little thing he was scamming people with. His contract for the burial plot. And as soon as he opens that up, Ma Brackett's there already. And they're already talking, telling Winona to get up and everything. And that's when you kind of figure out that they all do everything to just pretty much see. I guess they were testing him and seeing if he was really a liar. And he obviously was. They faked the whole thing. Shot him right in the head right there. And that ends our episode.
Wait. What is it he says to him? Salesmanship. Love it.
I know you wanted to say that, so
that was dying to.
So, anyways, Mr. Uncle Ron, I heard you have a comic book comparison for us today.
There's no daughter, and they basically kill people with the things that they brought them to sell them. And the guy's a real mousy individual. He's not a scam artist at all. And the last thing you see is what he was selling, and it's a meat slicer.
Ooh, that actually sounds a little bit better. Like they kind of implied that that's what was going on there because you see the guy that sold the color TV that was stuffed inside the color TV. The guy who did the vacuum had the tube through him, and the microwave had the guy's head in it. But a meat slicer definitely would have turned things up a bit. I'm kind of curious, like, was it your typical meat slicer, or was it a little bit different considering the comic book was written in the 50s?
No, it was like a deli meat slicer.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. It's almost darker than the episode, and this had Tim Curry in it.
Yeah, there was like nothing but redeemable qualities about the salesman in the comic book.
Really?
He was just a mousy little like salesman who kept getting turned down by people.
Well,
so he wasn't the douchebag that.
Nope.
That yeah.
The mom and pa were just sadistic assholes.
Okay.
Well, that's one of the things that's really cool about the comic book is it always seems, when they do it right, it seems like the comic book almost has a darker side sometimes. Yeah. And it definitely makes for a very interesting read. That's for sure. I'm definitely gonna have to go back and check out that one though, man. That's for sure. Anyways, I guess we'll go ahead and get right into this shit. Mr. Chuck Nasty, I know that this was one of your favorite episodes.
It is my favorite episode.
Well, yeah, you say that, but you haven't seen some of my favorites.
Yeah, what?
You might like some other ones too.
I mean, I've got them all minus 2. I actually do not have the season this is on, which is really fucking stupid. Yeah.
Oh man.
But I've got all of them except for
5 and what?
And 2, I think.
Oh, 2's the best.
Maybe? I don't know. Oh, whatever. I'm missing 2. That's all I know.
You have to go into it later. So I guess tell me what you think of it and give it your rating between 1 and 10.
I love this episode for so many reasons. One, I've always loved Tim Curry ever since I was a kid and watched Clue. And then of course years later, my mom was like, "Hey, Rocky Horror Picture Show," and all this shit. He's a great actor. And also when I first saw it, I was always impressed with actors who played more than one character in a film, or something.
Like Eddie Murphy.
Right. As a kid, I probably shouldn't have watched it, but Coming to America was a favorite movie of mine growing up. And then Vampire in Brooklyn, like he constantly plays a couple of like people, characters in different movies. And then I don't remember that movie. Don't remember. I remember Dr. Dolittle, that like the old one. I don't remember the Eddie Murphy one. But but yeah, I was always, I remember when I first watched it, I was completely taken by it because one, it creeped me out because it looked like the kind of place that was well around Kentucky. Right. That I would pass going to my friend's house and all that shit going on out in the country. I love the fact that Lily Munster's the beginning of it. Or kind of the beginning of it. The characters that Tim Curry was playing, I had met before in my life. Not so much Winona. Probably a couple of girls I went to school with, but that's just mean. So but I've definitely met Ma and Pa before. Different versions of them. And I think he nailed it. Him being a Brit, right? Like he did a great job of just being that Southern kind of, when he was Paul being the Southern asshole, and he was Ma always being like, the Southern, the Southern lady of the house, and as morbid as things were, it was a very, like I said, very disturbing aspects of this. And it all comes down with the whole like love scene with Winona and Judd. It always makes me gag. That whole thing always makes me fucking gag. But I love it. It's very disturbing when he starts finding the bodies and shit everywhere. That's cool as fuck to me. The ending of it was kind of like, I don't know. It's like it didn't look like it had been dug up before. So how could it just be down there? But I don't know. I don't really care. I love it. And honestly, man, I'm gonna give it a 9. Not a full 10, but I'll give it a 9.
That's fair.
Love it.
I guess I'll go ahead and go on with the next one here. this episode is definitely, especially considering it's in some of the later seasons, and especially after I'm sure Ron can attest to this with me. We definitely had some pretty bad stinkers in season 4. There were a few episodes there where it's like, yeah, this is kind of rough to get through, but to go ahead and get into season 5 with an episode like this was very refreshing. It was definitely a huge change from some of the episodes that we saw, especially like what was the fucking Brad Pitt one? That was fucking garbage.
But, earlier, it was the Ron. What was it called? The Brad Pitt one. Which one is it?
King of the Road.
King of the Road.
Yeah. This is a really rough one, but going from that to something like this is a huge fucking change. Being able to see Tim Curry do multiple characters, like Chuck said, amazing. Ed Begley Jr. I mean, dude's fucking great. He's I definitely wish I would not have seen him trying to have sex with Tim Curry. Like that definitely
it wasn't Tim Curry though. That's the makeup was good, okay? I like yeah.
It was definitely Tim Curry.
Yeah, but
when
the panties slide down, tell me you don't gag every time.
And then they plop on the floor, like literally plop on the floor, sound and fucking all. It's fucking disgusting. But I mean, considering, I mean, Ed's done quite a bit of fucking shit. He's been around the fucking, he's been acting for fucking ever, it seems like. But I mean, this episode was just great. I'm a huge fan of Tim Curry. There's not much about him, or not many roles that he's done where I could say that I didn't like, to be honest with you. In fact, I'm not even going to get too much into that because I'm sure Ron can elaborate way more on some of the more dramatic roles.
Go ahead. Go right ahead.
Well, I don't know a lot of the more dramatic roles. That's why. It's just wow. But either way, I just thought it was an all-around fun episode. I thought the plot was great. Being able to hear the comic book discussion afterwards definitely makes me want to dive into that and actually check that out a lot more. Overall, I'd say this was probably about 8.5, 8.5 in there. I thought it was just all-around good episode. I thought it was well done. The special effects too, man, they nailed it for a fucking HBO TV show for one episode.
Oh yeah,
they did a great job. Uncle Ron, what about you, sir?
I give it an 8, despite the nothing but trouble makeup. The bad guy,
right?
The bad guy got it in the end. Despite everything looking like a Rob Zombie film in their house.
Yeah.
So
I wonder if Zombie's a fan.
Well, if he is, he'll just ruin that too.
He hasn't made one yet.
He'll give it time.
He's trying to ruin everything. That's for
1313 Mockingbird Lane, Lot 4.
That's exactly what we're looking forward to.
I mean, I'm excited, but I'm also nervous.
I'm not excited. Like
I am.
I will say Butch Patrick's really excited. He's talked to me about it quite a few times already, and I think he's just excited that somebody's talking about him again. Like he's a really nice guy and everything, but other than the monsters, I just, that was like his main calling right there. So I think anytime somebody's doing something else with the monsters, he gets really excited about it. As far as a Rob Zombie remake, though, let's be honest.
He might get a paycheck.
Well, we yeah, but let's be 100% honest. We've all seen a Rob Zombie remake before.
Yeah,
and
we have.
How did that turn out, guys?
Oh, well, have you ever seen a turd that was infected with all kinds of yeah, it's not.
No,
I like the first one that he did for the most part. Halloween 2 can eat a big nasty ass.
I didn't fucking care for either.
I like the aspect of the first one, but it still wasn't.
I didn't like either at all. Period. But that's just me.
I'm not going to argue with that either.
Anyways, Ron, you got anything you want to add, man?
Nope.
Really?
Nope. I'm
Nothing
done.
at all.
No, fucking Perry went and had to ruin it. You know, like no need for any of that shit to begin with, but whatever. I can't take it back. You know, I'm not the one who fucking did it. That simple. But, you know,
if I was less of a professional, I'd be gone right now. I would have left.
Well, you could have been more of a professional.
Nope, you get what you get.
Happen.
Well, to be fair though, and I don't know if this is gonna matter or not, but Perry and I have been friends, talking on Facebook and shit for a little while now, and that's just kind of how he's just like.
I don't know him.
I know, and I didn't know him either, and he was kind of a dick to me, and then we became like really good friends.
Well, now I'm not going to know him, so.
Well, we'll talk about this later.
Honestly, I can't blame you for feeling that way. Honestly, when you don't know somebody and they just go at you talking shit right away, I can understand your point of view on it. Even though I will say it was definitely funny when he did it to Jack. I did not expect him to just do it.
It was hilarious when he
with Jack. We told him to do it, so it was different. But with Ron, there's this kind of uncalled for, and he doesn't know you at all. You know, but whatever. I'm sorry that happened.
Yeah, man.
You know me and Chuck love you.
Well, hey, I need to go get therapy. So.
Well, we didn't say that.
We better wrap it up so I can get a therapist.
Oh my God, really?
I need a therapist.
I really hope this isn't like a fucking ongoing thing. That's for sure. Let's see here. Sean Smithson. Monsters may actually be good. Rob did grow up on it, and his song Dracula was named off of it. He did say if it hadn't been for the Monsters, he probably
have been in a boy band.
Probably have been in a boy band. LOL. I think he may just do it justice.
Well, then fuck the Monsters, because now we have to listen to Rob Zombie music.
I love Rob Zombie music, actually.
I don't think it's gonna be good. I don't
know what to think. I don't know how. I don't know.
I'm more interested in seeing Rob Zombie in a boy band at this point now. So out of everything you said, that was the only thing that caught my interest. That's for
dig through the ditches, burn through the butches.
You gonna make up a whole dance for it, Chuck, or are you just gonna stop there?
I'm gonna stop right now.
I want to see a whole choreograph thing, and we'll make a video. Yes, for sure. All right. Well, anyways, I still thought it was a fun episode. Once again, sorry Ziggy couldn't make it. Unfortunately, she had personal issues. We all hope she gets better. And go check out our band, the Legitimate Sons of a Jesus Pig.
And Bastard Sons of a Jesus Goat.
Check us out on Facebook, TeePublic. Buy our shirts. Sean Smithson, go check us out. Our shirts are on sale right now, buddy. Go get yourself a crucified pig on a fucking shirt because it's fucking cool.
You can get a 6-eyed goat on one of our shirts.
Our shirts are $13.
Our shirts are $15.
Our shirts are coming fat guy sizes.
Shut up. You sound like me.
Whatever. And coming in the near future, we will be having the Legitimate Sons of a Jesus Pig vinyl. We gotta go ahead and do a crowdfunder, like Ray's on there, and we're going to be throwing our songs up on Bandcamp for $25 a piece. It all goes to charity. The URJB charity. It supports two good people who are trying to do a lot for their community and for their households. So, check it out.
We play cancer festivals. So
yeah,
I put on a homeless festival for every year.
I beat cancer.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? Yeah. Well, I played. We played. It's actually a I told you about it. It's a legitimate fucking thing.
I know, and we're gonna be there too next year. So go ahead, check.
Actually, that'd be fucking awesome. No, this has to happen. We'll talk about it. Seriously, I can make it happen. I guarantee I can make it happen.
You know how shitty we'll be live.
You know how great it would be? No, dude.
We'll just dance, do the robot on stage. It'd be so fucking horrible.
And you would be loved.
The worst part is that we probably would. But anyways, it's been fun, guys. I love this. Once again, sorry, Ron. Some people suck and try to ruin the shit for everybody. Hopefully you still love me and Chalk, because we still love you.
Right now, I don't have any love in me.
Well,
there's a joke I make, but I don't think you're in the mood for it.
Probably a good idea.
Probably.
I love you though, buddy.
Yeah, we do love you. And with that being said,
salesmanship. Ha ha.
Thanks for listening, kiddies. You're all a scream.